last time on the Fast Lane truck, we took on the Gauntlet with 3 of the newest and best pickups on the market, and we had the Toyota Tundra on it. So today, I've got Kent, Mr. Truck, who's going to help me. And what are you driving?
I'm driving this F-150 Ford with EcoBoost V6.
The EcoBoost?
Yep, betcha. Two turbos.
2 turbos.
Direct injection.
Direct injection up here at 11,000 feet of elevation. I think you've got a huge advantage. Coming up next on the Fast Lane truck. Now, all pickup beds are not the same, and this is important if you're using it as a work truck, right, Kent?
Right, work truck or trailers, gooseneck, fifth wheel style.
Yeah. So, what's special about the Ford?
Well, back in 2004, they thought they wanted a taller truck bed. You know, they like to win those contests of the largest cargo volume.
Yeah.
As if people haul corn and coal in these things, whatever. But that's what they did. So they got these talls. They raised them up almost 4 inches back then.
All right. So shall we measure?
Yeah. Now they're probably 3 inches.
So the Ford is 23 inches.
Yeah, 23 inches.
That's not easy. I mean,
no,
I'm tall. I can barely reach there.
Right, you can't reach tools. No, I can't touch the floor. And that's a problem. Trying to get a shovel or a toolbox. And then, like, see, actually this truck from here to the ground is taller than a dually 350.
It's a tall truck.
It's a tall truck. And so how do you do this with trailers? When you get a fifth wheel in here or a gooseneck ball, they're smaller trailers, but this bed rail gets within 2 inches of the neck. And that means you hit these things, yeah. And so Ford did that first, and that's why I don't like that tall bed, but they do this volume thing.
All right, let's try the Chevy. Come on over. Let's see what Chevy's done. All right, I'll see your van on what. I'll measure this. All right, this one is, well, look at that, 21 and a half.
Yeah.
So it's an inch and a half shorter than the Ford.
Yeah, so you can actually reach in this and you can touch the floor. Of course, the Ford has taller wheels on it. We'll give it credit for that. But this one is usable, and it's better for trailers because you have that those extra inches underneath the gooseneck or the canopy of the fifth wheel, which is a big deal in trailers because that's a big problem, is that bed rail height on a trailer, on a gooseneck style.
We also have this, which is nice. That's kind of a nice feature. This step that they put in the 2014 model, so you can get up here, so that even if you're a little shorter, you can then potentially reach down
exactly.
in there. All right, let's try the Toyota. Let's see what the verdict is on that.
Toyota, and this bigger truck, which when it came out in 2007, they thought, hey, Ford did it, so we're going to do it. And they did it. What they told me is for the body lines. It matches their crew cab better, so they raised it up for that purpose.
22 and a half.
22 and a half.
It's somewhere between the Ford and the Chevy.
Yeah, and Chevy did raise it an inch over the last few years. But
it's hard too.
Yeah, this is hard. You know, the average person can't reach the floor. So if you're using it as a work truck, or you're using it even to get a toolbox or things out of it, you got to have some kind of step system or running board, or climb on your knees on a tailgate. Ford F-150, twin turbos, the EcoBoost. It's 3.5, intercooled. This is the highest torque rating in the class. This is 420 foot-pounds of torque, 365 horsepower, but the torque range comes on at 2,500 RPMs, like a diesel.
Kent, I got a bad feeling about this, and by bad I mean you're going to win this, because I think this will actually exceed the speed limit going up the Gauntlet, or potentially.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
One of the great things about the F-150 is this middle line right there. Look at that. It shows me exactly where I need to line up to get this trailer hooked up. Isn't that cool? Look at that. I'm right underneath it. This is so cool. Boom, right there. How's that? I think I nailed it. That is a really neat feature when you're towing.
This thing. Which way do we need to go?
Look at that.
Yeah,
check that out. Look at that. You can move that left to right to precisely. I thought I nailed it. I guess I was off just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But not much. That's why you're Mr. Truck.
Yeah, but you see how much this thing squats, because that's a big difference in how they handle, how they brake, where your headlights are.
Now we have the car balanced on the trailer, so it shouldn't be nose heavy or it shouldn't be tail heavy. It's right where it should be.
Right, if you want to film back on the equalizer between the springs, you'll see that the equalizer on the 2 leaf springs is level. So we do have a good balance, good weight distributing on this trailer.
I can tell it's squatting down, it's going down.
Yeah, we're going downhill.
How many inches do you think?
I'm going to guess 4, but I could be off.
All right, all right. I'm going to say 3, just to keep it interesting.
Yeah, you're probably going to win this bet.
All right, let's go find out. Are we off?
Yeah, you're off.
All right, let's come on with me.
And you can see that picture of that jack folded in half if you want to.
Yeah, hold on, let me get this. All right, Ken, you said 4.
Yeah.
It was 39, and we are at 36, 37. So 3 inches. Guess who got it right?
Good job, Roman.
3 inches. So hopefully our headlights aren't shining too high up. What do you think? Are they shining up high?
3 inches. That's, 30 feet out there. You're probably...
Yeah, blinding somebody.
Yeah, at least 3 feet up in the air.
And let there be light.
I can see again.
So you can see us. And right now we are about to head down the Gauntlet in the Ford F-150 EcoBoost with Mr. Truck, Kent behind the wheel, me in the child seat, uncomfortable child middle seat back here, and Nathan riding shotgun. Or do you say EcoBoost, Kent?
I guess I'd say the wrong thing. I should say EcoBoost. Eventually it'll get me trained.
No, you know what? There's no proper way to say it. Nathan has a story about that.
Yes, I do. There was a representative from Ford who was in Denver representing a vehicle, and that person kept saying, echo, echo, echo. And I said, echo has a connotation to sound as opposed to economical. And she said, no. And thus began the disparity between all the Ford employees and how they all pronounce eco or echo. I personally go for EcoBoost as it sounds cooler.
Yeah, I go for eco too because it sounds like economy, ecology.
That's what I think they want, instead of repeating sound.
I think that's true. Echo is just something I hear more often, so I'm used to saying echo.
Or more than once. Get echo? Oh, that's it.
Yes,
I'm here all night.
I eventually get trained to all the proper terminology for the manufacturers.
So how's it feeling now? This truck has built-in brake controller, which is nice, right, Ken? You can just move that little switch back and forth and let the gain go up and down as you need it.
Exactly, and it also means that the sway control can run off it automatically off your ABS computer. So you got that safety factor involved. Yes, integrated brake controller is nice.
How about the steering? How's the steering feel?
The steering is, when they went to electric brakes or electric steering, I mean, the rack and pinion steering is electric, and that was, saves some fuel, but it also makes it very fast. It's a quick reacting type steering. And so, you've got to hang on to it because it doesn't take much movement to steer the truck. And it's something you get used to, but you do want to be aware of how that works. Different than the old recirculating ball and the hydraulic steering systems.
And speaking of fuel, we did reset the fuel in the truck gauge when we started out. So what are we averaging right now?
Where's the fuel? It's on 6. Okay, we've done 0.6. Average is 9.5.
Which is very similar to Toyota.
Yeah.
Right? But we're going downhill. It'll be more interesting to see how thirsty this EcoBoost engine is. We've got 2 turbochargers, and Ford will tell you that the EcoBoost gets the fuel economy of a 6 with the power of an 8. That's their marketing. And we have found that it gets the power of an 8 with the fuel economy of an 8. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Yeah. I mean, high altitude doesn't help any engine. It doesn't matter what it is. It's very difficult for even forced induction. There's still an issue in terms of combining the right amount of fuel mixture to make it efficient. And frankly speaking, up here, nothing's efficient. Well, electric motors are efficient.
Yeah. And let's face it, turbos are thirsty.
Yeah.
And the more you have, the thirstier they are.
But they do help you with the air. You need all the oxygen you can find at altitude.
Yeah, so far this thing is driving fine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be as stressed as the other one was, as the Tundra was.
Now, we're staying at high RPMs because we are 60 miles an hour, so I haven't felt the grade shift. I didn't feel the Toyota grade shift, so we would have to, put the brakes a lot harder to get them to kick in if we want to use the transmission braking, because it's staying around 3,500 RPMs.
We have made it down the Gauntlet, and just fine, right, Kent?
Yes, it's doing great. I think grade shifting may be helping us hold there because I haven't had to brake for quite a while. This last leg I have to brake a little more, but I think you were braking more on the Toyota than I am right now. My foot's not on the brake at all.
And miraculously, you're getting 18 miles to the gallon.
Isn't that something?
That's pretty good. I wonder what it'll be going back up.
Less.
Now, the Toyota got 9.4 on that average round trip, so we'll see if this is thirstier or more economical.
We'll find out. We're about to pull over to check the brake temperature.
That is the next test on the Gauntlet. We'll have Andre, our Russian mechanic, come and do the laser on the brakes and see how hot we've gotten the brakes.
We heard that grade shift there. It kicked in.
And it'll be interesting when you open the window if you can smell them as well. Because
I sincerely doubt we will.
They were pretty stinky.
This thing was just cruising. I mean, it was doing it on its own. I don't think he touched the brake for a while.
It's a towing monster, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Run gravel, so we're even letting it slip a little.
All right, open the window. Let's see if we can smell anything. You smell anything?
A little.
A little?
Yeah, I do smell something.
I smell it too.
There it is. I got
There
it
it
now
is.
too.
All right. What's the verdict, Andre?
458.
458.
It's
Holy
exactly the opposite of what I expected.
cow.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Wow, that was like 200 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 250
degrees.
more almost.
Yeah, than the Toyota. Wow.
It's a surprise.
That is a surprise.
The most braking power is on the front. Well, this does have, they all do some equalizing now. They've almost got the same size rotor. So they managed to distribute brake
All right, how
fluid.
about the back?
Это на заднем.
451.
451.
Just a little warmer.
Yeah, pretty hot. Well, go get the trailer, Andre, before it cools down.
So that does show brake distributing. You know, in the old days it was all 70% in the front, in the big reservoirs. Now they've changed that. So actually they have load sensors that can sense the weight. If they know there's radar on there, they'll actually put more brake pressure toward the back. Even though you're naturally intending to nosedive and push on the front, they actually try to stop that.
Now the trailer brakes were, I remember, like 180 last time.
Yeah,
is that right?
pretty low.
Yeah,
So,
they're
yeah.
pretty low. Let's see if we got the same number. Of course, it depends on how much you had the gain turned up.
And do you think that temp?
Okay,
here it is.
Trailer.
Trailer's even cooler.
122. Wow. So
I might not have had enough gain back there.
Yeah. Looks like the pickup was doing most of the-
doing most of the braking.
all right, let's do the fun part, gentlemen. Are we ready to head back up?
Yeah, back up the hill.
All right.
Back up the hill.
Power.
Yeah. 8 minutes and what to beat, Nathan?
813.
8:13 to beat. We can do that.
Okay, let's put our bets down.
All right. All right, gentlemen, here we are in the Ford F-150 EcoBoost. And I've got the stopwatch. Here comes the official start of the Gauntlet, Kent. Are you ready?
Yep. Tone mode. We're ready to roll.
All right, and what gear are you in right now? Here we go, start.
I'm in second.
We have started. Now remember, 60 miles an hour or
Yeah,
as
I'm
fast as you
60
can go.
right there. I'm at 60.
Now, you can actually stay in the other lane. Well, go for it. You're gonna,
Dude, let him drive. He's got it.
All right.
He's got it.
you're gonna floor it. Gonna be floored.
Okay, we're not staying at 60 because if I
He's
floor
at
it,
60
I'm at
right now.
60
Oh,
right
you're
now.
60. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah,
this is a
60.
totally different setup than the Toyota.
Oh, you're at 60 already?
Yes, we.
He's cruising at 60 right now.
Oh my
He's got it
God.
pegged. And we're
I'm not
idling.
pegged. I got a lot more to go.
Hey, oh my God, you do.
Yeah,
Only like 3,000 RPM.
Yes, I'm just putting along here at 60 miles an hour. Could use the cruise control and not even have to worry about it.
This pickup has a towing capacity of 9,600 pounds, which is a little bit more than the Tundra. How's it feeling, Kent?
Feels fine. It's I'm finally driven enough now to get used to the steering a little more, but I've got a lot of pedal to go, and we could race up this thing a lot faster.
Well, if those trailers get in your way ahead of you, feel free to pass them because we want to get the best possible time. Now, in the Tundra, I was floored and I was slowing down. Not at the bottom of the pass, but at the top of the pass. And what happens is the higher you go, the less air density we have. So right now we're just about 9,000, and we're going all the way up to 11,000 to the Eisenhower Tunnel. And figure it's 3% per 1,000 elevation. So at 10,000 feet, we're 30% less air density.
Now, turbo is a different percentage, isn't it? Because we have more air with the turbo.
Yeah, the turbo does help make up for that, but not completely. So it does stuff more air into the cylinder, but nevertheless, you're starting out with air that's less dense.
Yes.
So
There's still a power loss.
Yeah, on a normally aspirated car, at 10,000, you'd be down 30%, which is basically like having a V4 in this case. Maybe we have a V5. Since we have the two turbos.
I'm really surprised on just how low the RPM is, and we're staying at 60.
Yeah, and that's one of the advantages of this engine. It's got the lowest torque range of the three we're playing with today. It's only it gets full torque at 2,500 RPMs, where the Chevy is 41, the Toyota is 3,600 RPM. So we're 1,100 RPM lower than the Toyota when our torque is wide, is full blast. So that torque holds you longer, just like a diesel, very close to a diesel performance out of this little rascal. It's amazing. Now I'm actually.
You're slowing down. Come on.
Yeah, I'm kicking it up.
The metal. You got a little talk in there. You got to keep it at 60.
I was watching it came down and back up. We're staying at 60.
What's the rear axle ratio?
This is 373.
373.
Which I think is as low as these go. I think that's the bottom on the Ford. They go a lot higher for fuel mileage, but this is the right one for towing.
So we've got the towing rig here, except of course for the 22s. I don't know if you need 22s at all.
No. Just make sure you decide which music to put in the machine here.
It looks like we're at about 3,500, 4,000 RPM. And does it feel like there's more power to go?
There's a lot more, yes. Yeah. I can accelerate at any point right here.
Wow.
We're doing fine.
When I was in the Tundra, I was trying to kind of merge, and I felt bad because I would have had to slow down the cars behind me to merge, because the thing was just, there was nothing left, right? I was all the way down to the metal.
Yeah.
Of course, that means that this could be a thirsty run. We'll have to see when we get to the top what our average fuel economy is.
Yeah, I think you were hitting, 4,000 RPM more often than the Toyota. We're finding almost to 4,000 now. And if I stayed steady at 60, we'll be back to 3,500. So we've got plenty of room to run. And now we're using that where the torque is holding us steady, and we've got the horsepower range to actually pick up speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 4 minutes into the Gauntlet run. And the Toyota did it in what, Nathan?
8 minutes, 13 seconds.
8 minutes, 13 seconds. So we're halfway, hopefully, up the mountain.
Yeah, we're doing good. We can.
And traffic is light, so we're not having to necessarily back down.
Right, and with this one, we're close to 8,000 pounds figuring passengers. I mean, we can always pass the semis with our load going up this hill.
I like how he said almost 8,000 figuring passengers. Are you saying that we weigh close to 1,000 pounds, the three of us? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I don't know. What's 3 times 3? No, it's 2 times.
All right, let's say 750. Let's be a little bit fair about that.
Now, here's my side note. I'm sitting in this pickup, which they all have similar city driving mirrors, not the towing mirrors I like to have, and they all have them as an option. But if you look out these mirrors, this one's a normal mirror, that one's that objects appear far away, larger than they are, and I hate those. I throw those away and put regular mirrors on. When you're backing a trailer up, when you're towing, what in the world is this looking through a magnifying glass on the right side? But that's my opinion.
There you have it, Mr. Truck's opinion about mirrors. Yeah.
That girl's still playing guitar.
Is she
still
again?
Yeah, really? we can stop and still pick up the speed now.
You think she needs a lift?
We'll find out on the next
She
run.
needs some counseling, I think.
But she had a chair out there and everything else. Looked like they were pretty comfortable waiting.
Maybe she's doing her master's or whatever they call that, the thesis thing.
Look at that. We've got a completely open road ahead of us.
Yeah. Should I go 80? What do you fast me to go?
No, you got to go 60. That wouldn't be fair.
But I think it'll go 80, no problem.
Yeah, we're doing 3,500 RPM, 60 miles an hour.
See if it'll do 70. Let's forward.
Want to do that? Well, that's going to mess up our time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. That's the whole point.
All right, don't see if it'll do 70.
I'll keep it at 60.
We're very scientific here, guys.
Right up. I don't want that Russian mechanic coming after us for our changing rules.
As Nathan knows, this is real world testing, right, Nathan?
That is correct.
And what's the point of real world testing?
Well, there's so many variables out there in the real world. When you load up a vehicle with your kids or stuff or whatever you're going to do to it, everything changes. All the parameters to your test change. So the reality is, all you need to do is test it anywhere at any time. You'll probably have the same results. So, guys, the point is that never one result. There's never one result.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that we're trying to get across here is if the truck does well going up the Gauntlet, it'll do well towing your boat, your trailer, your ATVs, wherever you're at. Because this is as extreme as it's probably going to get. And we're getting close to the top of Gauntlet. Oh, the pickup just pulled up.
He wants
You're
us to
slowing down, Kent.
I can't help it. I'm trying not to hit the semi.
I know. Go for it. Oh, yeah, we're passing the semi. We're a minute to go.
He was in our lane, and I didn't know if he was going to keep crowding.
Keep it at 60. Keep it at 60. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, my. I'm watching the time click away. This is going to be neck and neck, gentlemen. Neck and neck.
I can see the tunnel. I can see it.
You can see the tunnel. I can see the time dripping away, clicking away. Here come the lights. Oh, much closer than I had anticipated.
Yeah.
Much closer. And here come the lights. And I'm going to hit it right now. Oh, check it out, Nathan.
Oh, wow. That is really close. 7.50.
Put it up there.
That is just a hair faster. Is that what it is?
A little bit faster.
So we're at about, what is that, 20-some seconds?
Yeah, but we did just
Not
eat
even
dinner,
20,
too,
yeah.
so you got out extra weight from dinner.
All right, gentlemen, we have a new champion at 7.50.3, 750 basically. This is by far the fastest that we've gone up the Gauntlet. And Kent, what is the average fuel economy?
11.3.
11, and even better fuel economy. So maybe what I said about the EcoBoost was wrong. Maybe it is less thirsty. But the point of this test is, I would think we can all agree that this had a lot more power to give.
It certainly did.
They did. If wide open throttle contest, this would have been far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we could have flown up that hill probably at 80 miles an hour had the speed limit been that high.
Of course.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting. All right, so come back tomorrow when we're testing the brand new 2014 Silverado. Are you ready to take on the Gauntlet, Nathan?
Oh, yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we have a new winner, the Ford F-150 EcoBoost. There's no doubt that this has plenty of power for towing, and certainly it sprinted up the Gauntlet.
Are you saying I picked the right truck?
You picked the right truck. You're a Ford guy. Now, Nathan, it is your turn in the Silverado to take on the Gauntlet. What are you feeling? Do you think you're going to do well?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll do great.
All right, come back again when we do the very same thing in the 2014 Silverado. As always, this is Roman and
Nathan.
And Kent.
saying thanks for watching the Fast Lane Truck, where it's all trucks.
All the time.
See you next time.
Last time on the Fast Lane Truck, we got to test a Ford F-150 and a Toyota Tundra. This time, we're going to test this Chevy Silverado, and it's going to do really well. Why? Because it's blue.